I was a trucker and I used to drive for a living, 18-wheelers. One of the guys that used to load my truck, and he gives me a call and he's like, he was a young kid, and he's like, come have a drink with us. I go there and, we start having a drink, and, one thing led to the next. We start drinking, we start smoking weed, and, oh, let's go here, and we ended up somewhere, and, I'm half drunk driving. They had me waiting in the car. They went to do what they did, and they had me with that's how I got caught. My license plates, and I was on camera. I was fighting my case from the outside. I lasted 2 years out on bail. I didn't think I was gonna be incarcerated. I didn't think I was gonna do time till like the last 4 or 5 months, because it wasn't me. This is a peaceful, different world from where I come out of. Being around the horses, just knowing that, they're waiting for me to give them food, water, touch them, pet them, somebody that cares for them is like, it's different. It's like, I feel like I have a purpose out here. I have to come and give them their food and water, and, they know they're being loved by me. They know that they have a person that loves them and it's not gonna hurt them and it's gonna take care of them, and I feel that they feel comfortable, around me, and I feel comfortable around them. Caring for abscess, caring for, eye injury. Taking that minute or two, or let's just say 5 minutes after I give them food, and it's just like sit back and just watch them. Give a regular check, you know what I mean? And talk to them, I talk to them. So I feel like they talk to me back when, they don't eat fast enough, or they don't eat how they usually eat, or they don't walk how they usually walk, or they just not themselves. So, I have this love that I built for horses that I would like to pursue when I get out. This program will help a lot of people, you know what I mean? And mentally, all your problems go out the window once you come out here with the horses, and, just being around them, and, driving around and seeing all these trees, like the pond, the water, the leaves, the smell, the air, like it's just so free out here. Like, it's like I'll call this like rehabilitation. Like this is like rehab for people incarcerated. There has not been a program in the state. I have 6 years in the state, and there have not been a program that have touched me so much like this one. Coming down to actually doing time, it was ridiculous. It was shocking for me. The trial lawyer tells me, he's like, they pointed you out in the lineup, you are in camera, and it's your car, and they believe it was you. That you was the one that ran behind them with a bat and actually hurted them. I said, how is it possible? There's 4 other people injured. How is it me could do all this? The first thing that comes to the table, they said, we offer the defendant 8 years with 5 years post. So the trial lawyer told me right then and there, he's like, listen, if you want to fight, we'll fight. If you go to trial and you lose, you have a 2% chance of winning. And they're gonna give you football numbers for something that you didn't do. And I couldn't take the chance. So I pled guilty and I took the charge. They dropped it from attempt murder to robbery on the first. At the age of 17, I had my first child. On the night before that I had to turn myself in, I had his godfather and myself, you know, sit down with him on the living room, and actually I had to tell him that I was going to prison. And that was like, I thank God for that now, but it was the hardest thing that I ever done, because I never seen my son cry out his lungs at 7 years old. And ever since then, I've been in prison. Being under the influence, you know, could take you to do stuff that, you know, you would never think of. It could just be a matter of a second. And that hour or that 30 minutes that I spent in that trip changed my whole life. You know, I'm only 35 years old. And I have my whole life ahead of me. My son is 17. You know, he graduates like right after I get out. Now it's me and him. So now it's me and him, you know, working and fighting for the best future that I could give him. Me and my son always tell each other, a downfall for a great comeback. You know what I mean? So it's for a great comeback.